Hello, my name is Charlie Kasko and I serve as the chair of the Housing Task Force at the Institute. Northeastern Pennsylvania, like much of the nation, is experiencing a deepening housing crisis. This year, our study serves as a tool to educate our community on regional housing challenges and potential solutions. For many years, our region has faced aging housing stock, limited new construction, and affordability barriers. But today, those challenges are accelerating. Demographic shifts, rising costs, and constrained supply are intensifying the shortage. This issue extends far beyond real estate. Stable housing is directly tied to public health, workforce stability, educational outcomes, and long-term regional competitiveness. In northeastern Pennsylvania, both renters and homeowners are increasingly cost-burdened, meaning they spend more than 30% of their income on housing. Approximately 32% of homeowners and more than half of renters fall into this category. These pressures force households to make difficult trade-offs, often reducing spending on food, transportation, healthcare, and childcare. Much of our housing stock was built before 1980. Today, many of these homes require significant repairs, including roofs, heating systems, plumbing, and electrical upgrades. Without reinvestment, these properties deteriorate, posing risks to residents and contributing to neighborhood decline. For older adults, aging in place becomes more difficult due to accessibility challenges like narrow hallways and steep stairs. Meanwhile, Pennsylvania ranks 44th in the nation in new housing production. Between 2017 and 2023, housing growth increased just 3.4%, less than half of the national rate. Zoning is a major factor. Restrictive and fragmented regulations limit the development of mixed-use projects, infill housing, modular construction, and accessory dwelling units. This patchwork of local rules created uncertainty for developers and restricts supply. There is also a broader structural issue at play. Across Pennsylvania, there is no consistent framework for zoning terminology or development processes. Definitions of housing types, density classifications, and approval procedures can vary significantly from one municipality to another. This inconsistency creates unnecessary complexity. It increases risks, extends timeline, and raises costs for housing development. A more coordinated approach could make a meaningful difference. By establishing standardized definitions, model zoning language, and more consistent review process, we can improve predictability while still preserving local control. This is not about removing authority from municipalities. It's about creating a common framework that allows communities to maintain their identity while participating in a more efficient and transparent housing system. At the same time, prices continue to rise. Rents in NEPA have increased by as much as 81% between 2018 and 2024. Home values have risen between 71 and 90% since 2019. Meanwhile, for sale inventory has declined by 60% statewide. The result is a highly competitive market that disadvantages first-time buyers and lower-income households. The consequences are significant. Families forced to relocate frequently face disrupted education, inconsistent health care, and increased stress. Poor quality housing can expose residents to hazards, including mold, lead, and poor ventilation, contributing to chronic illness. The economic impact is equally serious. Employers struggle to attract and retain workers when housing is unavailable or unaffordable near job centers. Long commutes reduce productivity and increase absenteeism. At the same time, limited housing options prevent older adults from downsizing, reducing market turnover and limiting opportunities for younger families. But there are solutions. Opportunities exist through infill, development, modular construction, adaptive reuse, and mixed-use projects. We can also expand housing diversity through accessory dwelling units, workforce housing, and shared equity models. In addition, Repair and weatherization programs can improve health, safety, and energy efficiency while stabilizing neighborhoods. Our report outlines several key strategies: modernizing zoning to support diverse housing types and higher density development, increase housing production while investing in repairs to preserve existing homes, strengthen regional collaboration between municipalities, developers, and community organizations, promote affordability through targeted programs like down payment assistance and repair funding, and integrate housing into broader community planning efforts. By taking these steps, northeastern Pennsylvania can build a more resilient, more equitable, and more prosperous housing future. Thank you.